I first noticed him because of the streetlights. They would flicker when he passed beneath them. Not violently, not dramatically, just a faint dimming, like the bulbs were briefly second-guessing themselves. It was late September when I started the overnight inventory shift at Merrow and Finch Grocery on Belmere Avenue, midnight to 8 a.m., the kind of job you take when your degree stalls out, savings dry up, and your father says things like, "You need direction." 22, back living at home, sharing walls with parents who spoke to me carefully, like I might break or explode depending on the weather. Belmere was quiet at night, too quiet. No bars, no late cafes, just long residential streets and a 4-lane road that cut through town like a scar. I walked to work, 40 minutes if I cut through the old rail path, 50 if I stayed under the streetlights. The first night I saw him, he was at the far end of Sycamore Street. Tall, taller than anyone had a right to be, lean to the point of distortion, wearing a long gray coat that hung wrong on his frame as if it belonged to someone broader. 200 yards ahead. He took the same turns I did, left on Ormond, across the pedestrian bridge, through the rail path entrance. I slowed slightly to create distance. He slowed too. The gap stayed consistent. Coincidence, I told myself. The second night, he was there again, same distance, same posture, hands at his sides. The third night, I left 5 minutes earlier. He was still ahead. The fourth night, 15 minutes later, still ahead. That was when I began counting steps. Fast for 20, slow for 10. He did the same, perfectly, simultaneous, like we were synced. Except he was always in front. I told Eli, produce guy on night shift, quiet and observant, face permanently concerned. We were stacking crates. "There's this guy who walks ahead of me every night," I said casually. "Same distance, same route." Eli stopped mid-lift. "How far ahead?" "Couple 100 yards." "Does he ever turn around?" "No." "Don't try to catch up to him." I laughed. I wasn't planning to. "I'm serious." No smile. "Don't close the distance." Something in his tone prickled. "Why?" He hesitated. "Just don't." That night, I stayed under the streetlights. He was ahead. Lights dimmed faintly as he passed. I tested, stopped completely. He froze. Silence pressed in. My breath, power lines hum, distant dog. One step backward. He took one forward. Distance fixed. The seventh night, I smelled him. Metallic tang at first, pennies soaked in rainwater, then damp earth and something electrical burning. Stronger when I focused on him, when thoughts narrowed, when I measured. Next day, reckless, left 11:30 p.m., 30 minutes early, cut through alley behind mechanic shop, different route. Reached rail path entrance, he was there, already ahead, under the first flickering light, head tilted slightly left, listening to something I couldn't hear. Confronted Eli next night. "You know something." He didn't deny. "Does he ever get closer?" "No." "Spoken?" "No." "Good." "What happens if distance changes?" He wiped hands, fingers trembling. "They disappear, the ones who catch up." "Who?" "My cousin." Air thinned. He said someone walking ahead, same distance every night. We said ignore, don't test. Pulse roared. He sprinted past, mouth dry. Found phone middle rail path, screen cracked, still recording. Recording what? Yelling. It was right in front, smelled like hot metal and soil. Stomach flipped. Video showed? Nothing. Called in sick that night. Told parents migraine, lay staring ceiling, mass hysteria, suggestibility, late hours stress. 12:14 a.m. Bedroom light flickered once. Metallic scent. Phone buzzed. Unknown number. Video message. Hand shook. Opened. Camera downward pavement. My breathing. Ahead, 200 yards. The figure walking. Video ended. Reflection in black screen.
Behind me, light flickered again. Didn't turn. Rules formed like survival. 1. Don't close the distance. 2. Don't fall too far behind. 3. Don't focus too long. 4. Don't try to see his face. 4th came instinctively, because one night I almost did. Raining lightly, rail path slick, streetlights haloed mist. Distance looked shorter. Irrational irritation at fixed space, at control, at life shrunk to footsteps behind something unreal. Walked faster, not a sprint, pushing. Gap narrowed, outline neck above the collar, too thin, skin stretched tight. Metallic smell thickened, ears rang, lights dimmed in sequence, closer. Vision tunneled, back of head twitched, began to rotate, not natural, on a pivot. Stumbled backward, distance snapped back, lights flared bright, lungs burned. He resumed, untouched. He didn't need chase, needed permission. Escalated when father mentioned. Dinner, silence, bites. You look exhausted, still walking night? Yeah. Be careful, talk about someone lingering rail path. Fork froze. What talk? Tall guy, great coat, standing around. Room tilted. Who told? Town meeting. Mother looked up sharp. Don't fill his head. Father frowned. Just saying, stop. She to me, slowly. Have you seen anyone like that? Eyes too focused. Hesitated. Mistake. Hand tight fork. If you see him, careful. Do not attempt to pass him. You know? No answer. Stood. Plate to sink. Water loud. Father confused. I watched kitchen light flicker once. Night everything broke. Overslept. Woke 12:58 p.m. Shift midnight. Panic. Ran. Shoes half-laced. Jacket unzipped. Air colder. Cut sycamore. Breath ragged. Corner. He closer. Not 200. Not 100. 50. Not moving. Waiting. Metallic. Overwhelming. Blood and batteries. Lights dimmed around. Slowed instinctively. 50. Held. Stepped forward. He matched. Backward. He stayed. Shrank. 49. 48. Pulse roared. Realized. Distance anchored to me. Maintained unconsciously. Fear. Obedience. Stepped back. 47. Lights violent flicker. Shoulders jerked. Twitch. Head turned naturally. Edge of cheekbone. Pale. Smooth. Vision blurred. Voice everywhere. Not him. Everywhere. You're almost here. Sounded like me. Layered. Echoing. You don't have to walk anymore. Rail path stretched. Infinite. Tug thoughts. Gravity forward. 45. 44. Images flooded. Drop in school. Father disappointment. Mother avoidance. Eli fear. Fixed distance life. You're tired. 44. Heel, curb, edge of sycamore. No more back. He turning. One eye. Black. Reflective. Polished stone. Breath hitched. Rule 4. Squeezed eyes shut. World tilted. Swell burned. Voice sharpened. Look at me. Mother's now. Father's. Eli's. Mine. Command through bone, teeth, memory. Opened eyes. Not him. Ground. Shoes. Steady. Present. Breathing. Did not step. Did not look. Voice distorted. Angry. Static. You are already here. Lights exploded white. Dimmed. He back 200. Walking as if nothing. Smell faded. Stood shaken sycamore. Understood terrible clarity. He wasn't ahead. He was where I believed going. Distance not physical, psychological. Space between who I was and who feared becoming. The more I tried close, the more consume. I still walk to work. He's still there, 200 ahead. No longer test, no count steps. Lights flicker faintly passing. Don't focus, don't measure, don't imagine catching. Some nights metallic drifts back. Feel a pull, promise rest, surrender, close gap. But keep walking, I realized something else. He doesn't move unless I do. One day, if ever stop entirely, if ever believe nowhere left to go, distance collapse, stand face to face, nothing between us, not even me. The more you try to outrun your fear, the closer it gets, because it isn't behind you, it's inside you.